Well, it's that time of year again, or should I say the end of the year, where we carry on the tradition of lighting a lantern or multiple lanterns to celebrate the New Year's Eve lantern light-off. If you're not familiar with what the New Year's Eve lantern light-off is, well, a couple of famous YouTubers by the names of Scout Crafter and Bob the Lantern Guy thought it would be a great idea to start a tradition to get a bunch of people together across the world to light up their lanterns to welcome the new year in. I will post links to both of these YouTube channels down below. I would also like to mention another YouTuber's channel called Lots of Trains. The fellow that runs that channel is named Ken, and about 2 weeks ago he mentioned this challenge and welcomed us all to do this again. I will also put a link to his channel down below, and he is an awesome resource if you're into lanterns, you want to know how to repair them, you want to know the history on them. He has got a really good channel that you need to subscribe to. I will be bringing the new year in with a Dietz lantern, and this is a very special lantern to me for a couple of reasons. I grew up in a little town in Ohio called Condit, and there used to be a train that we could see from our backyard, and that's probably why I got into trains and I love them so much. But one of our neighbors worked for the railroad. His name was Paul Shoemaker, and this was his lantern. I remember Paul Shoemaker really well. He was just really nice to us neighborhood kids, but he gave my dad this lantern, and he told my dad that this was the lantern that they used before they went to battery operated lanterns. Paul had hung on to his lantern and then later gave it to my dad, who recently has given it to me. The patent date on this lantern is 1909, and if you notice, it looks a lot like a car inspection lantern. See, Dietz had a couple of different inspection lanterns. One was called the Acme Car Inspector's Lamp, and the other one was called a Trackwalkers lamp, or the Protector Trackwalkers lamp. The Protector Trackwalkers lamp cost a little bit more because it had a few features that the other lamp did not have. The little trick that the Trackwalker lamp had that the Acme Car Inspector lamp did not have was on the back it had this reflector, and underneath that reflector was a semaphore, a red semaphore, and you could move this semaphore in and out of the way by sliding the switch located on the back of the lantern. If you wanted a white light to shine out the back and kind of be concentrated by this lens, you could do that, but by sliding this lever to the other side, you could open up this little red lens and it would give you some red light. Now, kind of a quick fact, if you didn't know how some of these kerosene lamps work, these tubes are actually hollow, and when you light the lantern, everything inside the globe obviously gets hot, but it gets captured in this upside down funnel and moves air straight up. That hot air really doesn't have anywhere else to go but around these tubes back down to the bottom, and it feeds the bottom chamber of this globe more hot air. By adding these features to the lantern, it allows that flame to burn a little bit hotter, it's a little more stable, and it was just one of those features that really improved these lanterns over the years. So let's go ahead and light this lantern and welcome in the new year. I'm always amazed at how much light these lanterns can project. Unfortunately, my camera doesn't show it very well, but I'm in my basement and it's lighting up the basement without any issues at all. This is the back side of that lantern, and you can see the way that lens reflects the light. It does a really good job. It would definitely get your attention at night. And with that, I wish you a happy new year, and may next year be the best year ever. If you like these types of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take a look at some of my other videos. At the very least, you might be entertained.